So as of late, I've had 3 encounters with Britain's delightful far-right community.
Owen, do you mind stepping back for us, please? And we're talking scummy little cunt.
Now, this happened when I'm trying to do my job. So before Christmas, did an interview with Sky. They started giving it all that, tried chasing after me, being all far-right. And then, last week, they chased after me. I kind of trolled them with my own little video recording.
You are a horrible little liar! Horrible little liar!
They didn't find that amusing.
Oh, it's brutal out here!
On Saturday, when I spoke at a anti-austerity demonstration, a bunch of these far-right activists surrounded the stage and then mobbed me and tried punching me.
Move away from him! So I'm saying.
They got down my face. As of late, there have been numerous incidents of far-right harassment. For example, the RMT trade union, their picket in Manchester, was attacked. The Socialist Party had a meeting in which, again, far-right thugs got stuck in. Anna Soubry, of course, the Remain supporting Conservative MP, was harassed.
Anna, you're a fascist!
But there was a wider and more chilling context than all of that. The far-right have killed one Labour MP. They've tried to kill another. They've plotted to kill Jeremy Corbyn and Sadiq Khan. Numerous terror plots have been foiled by the police, and referrals to the government's so-called counter-extremism prevent programme, which is very problematic, but I won't go into it now. Referrals for those with far-right sympathies has gone up by 36% in the space of 1 year. With some of these recent pretty ugly incidents, a load of journalists on right-wing newspapers have gone, how have we ended up like this? Why has it all become so toxic? Where's all this ugliness coming from in this country? I wonder. Some of the stuff these far-right thugs have yelled at me might as well be from the front page of various newspapers. Think about the rhetoric used. Traitors, enemies of the people, crush the saboteurs, blue murder, portraying the left as a bunch of Britain-hating terrorist supporters. All of these are tropes which the right-wing media have used and which are being echoed on the streets by these far-right thugs. But this is what disturbs me. Look, I'm this white guy who works for a mainstream news publication. I have a platform. What about members of minorities who day in, day out are being abused on the streets, in playgrounds, schoolyards, in workplaces, in their communities, with racist abuse which has been legitimised by the right-wing press? Think of headlines like Muslims tell British to go to hell. Think of the Sun newspaper, which claimed on its front page that 1 in 5 British Muslims had sympathies with ISIS. That was dishonest, it was false, it had to be corrected. But by the time those corrections happen, it's too late, isn't it? Because the hatred, the bigotry that they legitimise has already made its way, that poison, into the mainstream of British society. And the finger of blame has to be pointed as well at British broadcasters like the BBC, like ITV, which give a platform to the likes of the far-right leader Tommy Robinson, a convicted fraudster and a convicted thug. They think somehow naively they can challenge him, but all they do is build up his platform with devastating consequences for all of us. All of us need to start calling out the mainstream media for their role in all of this, because frankly, the safety and security of members of minorities, as well as those with progressive political opinions, is now at risk. So what do we all do about it? Firstly, we should all use our platforms and social media, however big or small, to challenge journalists and editors at right-wing press outlets. When the far-right march, we should all march as well. We should all take to the streets to show that we reject the hatred that they represent. And here's another thing we've got to do. We can build a socially just society where the racists don't exploit people's anger and disillusionment, because we satisfy the basic conditions people need to have not just a basic existence, but a good existence, a comfortable existence. But I want to hear your thoughts. How are we going to take on the far right, not just in Britain, but all over the world as well? I want to hear your thoughts, I want to hear your experiences. Leave them as ever as comments. And as ever, subscribe. I'll see you next time.